Grrr. In the cut, Goganako. Tear one of my wrists, Aerodactyl. Mixing white with the green. Sworn in the bezel was sworn in them fly switching, torn and pivot. Purple water pecs, Pokia. All to find even in West Podia. She was naughtier. The hex pole, oxo, fuck around, get your nose wiped. Salmon rocket full spikes. I got a Volk with 4 tights. I just tear a go to go on a tuss flies a kite. And I got Dondozo for Bozo. Shake it shake. Spin on goes tight. Thick terror lies read your whole life. Hunch on shot, collar, see curve. Afros only concur. Big body fire breather. Let the interior dirt. I was a jetty, want me on curve. Keep it 100, keep it my word. Collision course, that's gotta hurt. Digital dash me on a fur. Forge out the red room, go bird. Or stop this shit just occurred. Mellow the slump is that dirt. Hit him with a terror blast, yet alert. I played the KG, a bird. I just did the 1-6 to revert. 10 pound weave out, glacier on my wrist, but I'm still the coldest captor. Reminiscing 2013 that summer. They went like Butterfly, Pidgey, Retarder. Pokey aiming, but my shooter not gonna. Blunder my dog on the mic, I can't blunder. Huncho, I'm only smoking on the bomber. Pack the rifle like a Richard Piana. Fuck with the Don, you gon' end up Ivana. Keep one in the pocket, can't get scar mama. It's true, it's true, it's true. Wanna be the very best, I can't be number 2. Thankful for my brothers, make my dreams come true. 100,000 on 100,000, I still choose you. Don't matter if it's 100,000 on 100,000 on 100,000 on 100,000 on 100,000, I still choose you.
What is this specialized chatty mode CeeLo Pool has? That looks like the Brat album cover. I don't know if I like that. Anyway, let's get rid of this fucking shit. Oh, who's ready? I swear I'm not tired again, chat, you know, whatever. Did you like my great dramatic outro last stream where... Just kidding, it did flat again. What a great bit. Anyway, we got vaguely some things to do on stream today. Some vaguely not things. Believe it or not, this is a global emote. Yeah, these Twitch employees, they just love Charlie XCX, you know. Oh, you know what I love? They rate Star Wars. Number 2 on the thingy. Now, let's just make sure, you know, if we go over here to this fucking loser. You better not have a second goddamn thing on his fucking media check. Look at this loser. One thing on his media checklist. I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life. Second embarrassment. Just like retweeting Squid Game stuff. Ew. Also, where's Elite RE streams recently? He fell off. And that's on God for real. Now, if we go to this fucking loser's fucking... He only had 2 today when I checked 2. So, you know, I'm just in the lead, I think. Oh, he's got 3. Another fucking... He better be telling us, this Heath idiot, he better be reporting back all the best 80s AM, OMB... what do you call those things? OV that he's watching. You know, I want to know. You know, this Amon saga, you know, that's probably not Vinland saga. That's probably Devilman stuff. You know, remember Amon? That was Acura's Demon. And then this one is one that's been on my letterbox thing for a while, which we might be getting back to that later, chat. You never know. I bet Miller the Killer hasn't even got his... here he is to defend himself, huh? Amon Saga is only okay one so far. True, I did look at Heath's Mal to see if he had rated these. And I think one of them got a 7, so I was like, oh. Well, Heath doesn't like these, but Heath doesn't even like the right Pokemon episodes. I haven't watched any more Pokemon episodes since I've been streaming all these days. I should probably do it tonight. I haven't read any more of my world-famous favorite book. I haven't watched another Cowboy Bebop. All I did today was watch shitty Star Wars, and that doesn't bring me any joy. Or does it? You know, I just keep them guessing. Now we don't need this anymore. I got 2 viewers. I'm famous. Where's that pussy Elite RE? Oh my god, this is that Griffith thing we found last time. We might go through various letterboxes. I did get rid of some already. But maybe we'll continue down that path of deleting them all. We've got a bunch of little videos to watch. I've got Jacob Geller I could talk about. That's another video I can watch. This is a longer video I can watch. But outside of that, we don't have too much on the old document here to go over, because not much happened today, I must say. My January idea. True. Oh, I haven't really talked about Crash Team Racing yet, even though we had a whole tangent about PS1 games at the beginning of stream yesterday. Crash Team Racing. These people, they love Crash Team Racing. I bet if we go on backlogged, Crash Team Racing is just everybody's favorite video game here out of the original Crash games. Some people say it's Naughty Dog's best game to date. Not I'll say. These kart racing games, they're okay. What's that Ciclet meme from that one guy that's a pedophile or whatever? It's alright. Overrated as fuck, though. That's what I think. Now, where is this game? Why is it not on the first page? Is it not even on my backlogged here? Is this in order? Or is this in the order I added them? Or what the fuck? Where is it? Oh my god, here it is. I bet it's got a 4 point something. Yeah, 4.0. Overrated. This is probably a 3.5 star game. It's probably a 4-star game. It's pretty fucking good. Let's open the Naughty Dog thing. This is the remake. I wonder if it's got a better rating. Now I just want to check all of these game ratings. Why do they have all of the fucking Last of Us Part 2 on here? Oh, Jack and Daxter. Let's check the rating for that. What is the Last of Us Part 2 rating? Not the collector's edition. Just give me the fucking edition. How about that? Special edition. How about the edition, you fucking idiot? 4.2. The people have blacklogged. They got big fucking brains. That fucking first game better not have more. Jack and Daxter's only got a 4. Maybe they're not so smart. Oh, this one's got slightly less. What do the people say? The online is insane. Gracious Normie. Well, that's not even in English. Still the GOAT kart racer. Excellent remake that appeals to both the fans of the original series and new players. Its gameplay is fun, very beautiful graphics, and a large amount of content. The characters and tracks have been recalled in great detail. Well, isn't that crazy? Crash Tag Team Racing. This is a very weird game, so no surprise it's got a 3.2. And people really don't like this one because it came after the one that people like. Vivendi Universal. Crash Boom Bang, the greatest game of all time. Don't listen to the haters. Wait, did they actually... Oh, yeah, they just made all of these. Wait, what Crash Twinsanity is that? Is it just it on a different console? I don't understand. They made Simpsons Hit and Run. People like that game. I thought this was a Tomb Raider game for a second. We're just checking out backlog for the foreseeable future, chat. Oh, look at all these Barbie games. Boom Bang 1.1. Disgusting rating. This is a great video game that we love very much. Though historically everybody hates this. It's one of those games you go on the internet, one of those pieces of media from your childhood, you go on the internet and you found out it's like a laughing stock. Just like Dragon Ball Evolution, the great Dragon Ball Evolution that people just shit on. Well, look at all these games they've made since. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, ain't no way. What is this? Why is this different? The 2D version mobile game. Okay, so they made a mobile game. That's funny. This game came out in 2004. That's crazy to me. In my head, this is definitely like a 2007, 2006 game. Even though I know Crash of the Titans is the 2007 game. This game feels a lot more modern than 2004 to me. I don't know why. 3.7. I've also never finished this game. But anyway, that's enough of the Crash. Crash Team Racing. It's okay. Anyway. Hey, I'm trying to read chat here. Stop giving me pop-ups. I was going to watch A Wind Named Amnesia today as a meme, but I decided to watch Love and Pop instead. You definitely like it, Kyle? Oh, what's our Love and Pop review? That is, of course, a great Hideaki Anno live-action film. It is... CeeLo Pill gave it the great 4.5 stars. This fills me with confidence. Now, there's 2 of them. One of them is about a boy that's filming a girl that falls in love with her, and the other one is about, teenagers fucking older men. This is the one about teenagers fucking older men, I think. Tokyo schoolgirl Hiriomi and her friends engage in a practice known as Ijo Kosei. I'm fucking Japanese, chat, don't worry. Or compensated dating, where older men pay young girls for dates. Hiromi plunges deeper into the world to raise money for an expensive ring. It's about that girl from Vinland Saga, Anna or whatever her name is. Anna is, of course, Princess Charlotte's aide and a great Evangelion character, I nearly said. Hideaki Anno on the brain. A great Berserk character, of course. This is the first one, though. The second one is called Ritual. But we've got to be watching all these movies, and not Shin Evangelion, we already saw that, Shin Godzilla, and maybe Shin Kamen Rider, I don't fucking know. Look at the great Gunbuster that's on Letterboxd for absolutely no reason, and it disgusts me that there are TV shows on this at all. I don't know why there's selectively some, but look, here's Gunbuster for no reason. 4.1 it has on Letterboxd. Out of all the resources we will ever have, Horde spend and this is none of the precious time. Oh, true. I was like, are we talking about Gunbuster here? But no, we're doing a big opening review monologue about time. I understand. 1988, what do you think the most popular movie was that year? My Neighbor Totoro. Die Hard, we love the great Die Hard. Beetlejuice, Grave of the Fireflies. That and Totoro came out in the same fucking year. These idiots were churning out movies. The great Acura, which we might be watching soon, just despite Elite RE. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I've seen that one. Child's Play, I've actually never actually seen the full movie. But we love Chucky. Chucky, one of the scariest concepts of all time to me as a kid, just like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I used to have nightmares about both of them. It's giving me post-Ava blues, and it's not even Ava. Now that's crazy. And that's a real concept. Oh, Chad, I was going to the theater to see the great Conclave tomorrow. That was the plan, until I found out that tickets cost $43 because the only showing is in gold class. So guess what? I'm waiting for it to come to streaming. All of these movies are fucking... You can rent it. Kill yourself. I don't want to buy a ticket at Hoyt's or wherever. It wasn't even a Hoyt's when I was looking at it. Stream for free. I thought this meant, oh, it's on Amazon Prime, but it's not, because if you click on this, you still have to fucking pay for it. It's disgraceful. This, Anora, there's like another one. Maybe if it's in the theater near Elite RE's place, I can force him to go and see it. But we're probably going to go and see Nosferatu. Where is Elite RE? Get in here. We've got a fucking content schedule to make. Ooh, anyway, go back. I don't know if we want to do this right at the beginning, this letterbox nonsense. I was trying to figure out if we watched this video on stream. I think we did.
This ought to be good.
And the truth is, the individual reviews on IGN
I feel like we watched this together, but I don't remember. It's such a good concept, but I feel like I have the vague remembrance of watching the video and being slightly disappointed. I opened a bunch of short
Releases you usually go with
which Pokemon versions are just better. Now, Pokemon Diamond is better than Pokemon Pearl, but only because you can get Murkrow and Haunchkrow in it compared to Misdreavus and Mismagius. And obviously, we like Haunchkrow better. But other than that, can I think of any justification for certain versions being better? People used to laugh and say, obviously, Sword is better because who would want to buy Shield? Shield is lame. But other than that, I can't think of anything. And other than version-exclusive Pokemon, I can't think of a reason why a version would be better.
whichever looks cooler. Some people might strategize with the exclusives or just pick the one with Zacian in it, but there
That's what I just said. Both points I just said. I'm a genius.
are also some cases where a version is just the better one. Black and White have the Black City and White Forest respectively, with Black City just having a bunch of trainer battles, yippee, and White Forest having a possible 34 Pokemon to catch that are only found there. That is, if you get to the area fast enough. God forbid you have responsibilities. In Hoenn,
That
there's
is
only
cooler. So I guess I believe that
one
one.
Moonstone at Meteor Falls. So with the 2 Moonstone evolutions in the regional decks, you have a choice to make. Except in Sapphire, where Wild Lunatone can give you more, so it can just do more of the decks on its own if you really care about Delcatty. The Alola games kind
I
of
guess
depend
that's okay.
on you personally. The day-night cycle is mirrored between the 2 versions. So if you happen to sleep at night and game during the day, Moon would be better thanks to Dust Balls being boosted. And come on, you also get the cool edgy Lycanroc. In Oras and the Ultra games, Ho and Lugia are version exclusive.
Wait, is that true? What? You didn't explain that mechanic at all. In Sun and Moon, like one's night more often than one's day?
So if you happen to sleep at night and game during the day, Moon would be better thanks to Dust Balls being boosted. And come on, you also get the cool edgy
Okay,
Lycanroc.
that is
In
what I'm
Oras and the Ultra games, Ho and Lugia are version exclusives. But only Ho-Oh comes holding the Sacred Ash, a pretty useful item that revives your whole party, while Lugia just has nothing. Damn, the fraud allegations are in full force, I see. And with X and Y, X just has more exclusive Pokemon for some reason. Now,
That is a weird disparity.
in total, they have the same amount, but lots of Y's exclusives could also be caught in X through the Friend Safari, which, to be fair, isn't really an option anymore. Now I'm sad. With Pokemon's
Well, that was okay. That was very informative. Now, the Angry Joe Show is going to explain the hate against The Last of Us Part 2, Part 2. Oh, no, just The Last of Us Part 2, not Part 2. Is it just going to be Abby?
But if you do want to kill Joel, that's not why we dislike the story. It's how you do it. You get that through your
True, Joel was weakened. You know, they nerfed him, and that's why he
thick
died.
fucking skull. It's not that hard of a concept. How you kill a beloved character is important.
Or is it just that it was too violent?
Especially if
That's
that character
real
is
pussy shit.
the main character that people care about. Nobody cares about Abby.
True.
Especially when she murders your favorite character, and you do it in such a shitty way. And then act surprised when people are angry and resentful after 7 years away, and you act fucking surprised. If you act surprised, you might be a bit slow.
Well, Dog was very surprised.
Depends you if you're offended, but you might be a bit slow if you're surprised at what is going on right now with the opinion of The Last of Us 2.
He didn't explain anything. Oh, analyzing evil. Neil Druckmann, true. I've seen that thumbnail a bunch. Oh my god, we got a One Piece 34 minutes ago. This is big. It's not an opinion I force on people. Actually, I don't even plan to recommend One Piece to anyone, but to me, the manga becomes impossible to put down at chapter 1. I love how these comments, like... Because this video is about how One Piece is the best manga of all time from panel 1. And if you don't like One Piece at panel 1, kill yourself. I don't want you to be a One Piece fan. But so many of the comments are just like... They don't even phrase it like they're disagreeing. It's like they just didn't watch the video. Which I guess it does have like a question title. So maybe you do just pause it and not watch the video and put a comment. But like, you should be madder if you're making this comment. What are you doing? But so many of the comments are like this. 30 likes on one of these. I feel like most anime watchers are so quick to get to the end game that, it's just fucking One Piece bullshit. I hate One Piece fans. They're the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. Anyway. I haven't checked these analytics in ages. We're still killing it. Not really. How close is the Griffith video? Oh, we're just going to take forever to load. Oh, I've also got to put my tax information back into Twitch to get any money. So, somebody remind me to do that at some point. Oh, nearly at 970. This video better be at 1 million views by the end of the year. And we're going to do that by jump-starting the machine, by making lots of videos, right? For this Footy ENT channel, that is. Well, this is pretty bad. 400 views a day. If that, we still got the Great Rock and Revy is overtaken again. That's pretty good. 24 subscribers. We're not off to a good start. But anyway, we're only 4 days in. We got time to make videos. Oh, look at this. Apparently this person has done many of these lists. Just showing me up. I thought it was very funny when I saw this thumbnail. And it's also all bread tubers, I think, in the thumbnail here, like FD Signifier and I think points over there, and you can see H Bomber Guy and stuff. So this could be a funny list. But
and for one of our top 10,
I watched a little bit of this at the beginning.
Fortunately, I have friends. And my friends are also video essays.
And they were saying they didn't even watch any video essays, and they're going to get their friends to help them
One of them
out.
decided to chip in.
I just want to see what the
one
videos
video
are.
for you to watch, preferably from a channel with a lower number of subscribers.
And connect these big ideas in ways I didn't see coming.
Lowest number of subscribers, Collateral and the Death of Neon.
It's always a treat, and although it
Like
might seem
Neon
evident to start
Lights?
with a
I know
simple
what that
promise
is
and whatever,
vaguely.
all you need
This is a talented and thoughtful writer.
This is also an interesting way to shoot the video, because you can see the title in the bottom, though it's kind of awkward, the framing of it. I think I just downloaded of the videos in my 2021 one, and then put them all in the video just full screen.
And his work definitely deserves a look.
So I guess I'm not going to know any of these videos.
Overly detailed and constructed view with every facet and angle of a divisive classic. Inviting us all
Sonic.
to the construction of the 30-meter telescope in Hawaii and the opposition to
Astronomy
from
has
Hawaiians.
a
Fatma has direct personal experience working as an astronomer on Mauna Kea
problem.
and explores how her work as a scientist often
True,
found
I'm a
some at odds with
genius.
her
I
beliefs
can
about
tell these things.
Aronach. This was an academic paper Aronach wrote that she turned into a video essay, and the way she adapted
Seeing
it to video
yourself
form
in
is simply
video
brilliant.
games?
The video is about
That's
how the gaming
vaguely
industry at large
interesting.
fails to properly represent marginalized people and marginalized.
Hey, I'm trying to skip here.
Insight. I struggle with mental illness,
The
specifically induced flags,
religious
specifically
camouflage.
in
Oh, I
exam.
remember this
To me, the
game.
analysis indica beautifully and respectfully examines how someone like me brought up in a difficult.
The 2022 game Scorn, and in retrospect, I
Metal
realized that it
Gear
also happened to
survived
the subject of
Twist
this video essay,
Ending.
made by Lampoot. Metal Gear
That's
survives
like a
Twist
game
Ending,
people
ultimate
hate,
title,
so
Metal
maybe
Gear
it's like
survived
a
the unsung.
redemption
The
thing.
finale was published.
I should probably mute this while I'm talking over it. Is this the same video? Yes, it is. City levels meet the most rated biome. I guess city levels can be cool. Oh, this is another one. Hey, remember the God of War sex minigames? No, I don't. I haven't played God of War. But those old games were sexy and stuff. I know that. Food for thought. Mixtape something something. So we didn't have any overlap in our like of videos in 2024. 2023. This old H Bomber Guy video has to be in it, right? Pixel A. I don't know who that is. Kai After Kai. I feel like I've seen that name maybe once before. Don't know this person. Don't know this person. Look, the world of video essays, they're so large, I've never heard of any of these people. No H Bomber Guy, that's pretty based. Elite Ari's nodding along in chat right now. Oh, 2022 is right here for me to click on. No timestamps for this one. This guy was in the other one. We can just scour this to see if I recognize any of them. No, I don't think so. Well, this is an exercise in learning that maybe the video essay lists will never be complete because you'll never have watched all the video essays in the world. Anyway, Sealapilled has stuff to say about things. Are you actually going to meet him in person? Yes, that is the plan at the end of the month. So cute. I have a long-term agreement with my childhood friend that I must buy the hot-colored games and he buys the cold ones. Oh, of Pokemon? That makes sense. But I like the cold ones. I lose 9 out of 10 times. That is probably true. Though it changes sometimes. I think I got Omega Ruby, even though I have much better childhood memories of Sapphire. I'm pretty sure I did Moon. I did Y, so I guess I flip. I did Scarlet. I'm a liar. I did Sword. That's a blue one. I guess I switch up all the time, and I'm just not consistent. What happens at chapter 10318, I wonder? I think it's Annie's lobby shit, which is the stuff from the thumbnail, which is even funny. Even funnier. This guy must be a Foxy Pirate fan. I don't know what that means. Now, oh my god, this is like this 1-minute Gunsmith Cats edit that I wanted to watch a million years ago. True. This anime kind of interesting sometimes. And kind of cool. This girl was hot. We liked her. There was some cool shooting. That girl exploded things. That guy shot things. Her clothes got ripped all the time. It was pretty cool. That was a fake top badge, I'm pretty sure. They had lots of guns in their fridge, and she explodes them. Did I say that already? They had cars and car chases. It really was Black Lagoon before its time. She was in a tower there, that was pretty cool. Oh, they did have a computer friend, just like Benny. Well, that video wasn't too interesting. The fact that Gunsmith Cats only got 3 episodes as an OVA is criminal. This deserves a full series and so much more. True, we love it. C4 in the fridge is wild AF. The original totally spies. I don't know what that is. Girls with guns will forever be the best genre of anything. It's pretty cool. Secret cat service. Not true. Old school and new gen anime feels like 2 different worlds. True, old school's good. New. It's basically just old and good. Old is good and new is bad is what I meant to say. Well, we're on the topic of video essays. I watched like a bunch of these videos. I will say, old Jacob Geller here is pretty good. Sicklet will rejoice to hear praise for his favorite guy. This video is a little weird because it just turned into Israel bad at some point, which was kind of funny. This best looking one ever we talked about before. Games that hide their own sequels. This video is interesting because it's, first of all, it's a good conceit, even though I misunderstood the conceit. And it's actually about something more specific. And the reason why this video is like good and successful and a clever title and thumbnail and stuff is, what I thought it was about games that don't tell you they're a sequel to a previous game. Like, I think Alan Wake is like a sequel, or the other game that studio makes is actually Control is actually a sequel to Alan Wake, but you don't know that until you're far into the game and there's some sort of reveal that they're in the same universe or something like that. And I know I've heard about other games that do similar things to that. So I thought it was a video going through all the examples of that. But what it actually is games that hide their own sequels in their own games. And I think there's 3 examples. There's like Dragon's Dogma, Dragon's Dogma 2, which opens with a title screen that just says Dragon's Dogma. And it's not until you do a very specific like side ending at the end that like the world changes a bit and the title screen for Dragon's Dogma 2 comes up. And also in the Stanley Parable Remade Edition or whatever, or the Game of the Year edition equivalent, it like hides that it's actually just a sequel if you go down a certain path. And then there's another example of this like shooter that like in its fifth game does a gimmick where it like does the game, it like says it's actually the 11th game and the 12th game after you get to certain points in the game, and that's like a narrative thing. But also, he goes a step further because he actually has like he like connects them all and talks about why the concept is like interesting and how each game sort of ties into this concept and sort of an experience you can have with games like this. Which is good, because what I expected is this game to just be a bunch of examples and not really an explanation or delving into that or trying to connect them all. Like, the video is far more cohesive than just listing off all the games that have this type of thing, which I was impressed with. The top 11 best games list, I don't know, it was well written. It always seems awkward, and I had this problem when I was making top 10 lists, at least with the video essay one, where it was like, what points? And it's much bigger for games, because games are usually bigger than video essays, where it's like, you're talking about why this game is on your list. So how do you talk about it? Like, do you just get into a random specific detail that you like? Do you talk generally and stuff like that? And the way he sort of navigated that, I thought was very clever in the video, where sometimes he would do that, or sometimes he would do the other option. There's also something very Digibro about his approach. Not in any of the quirky Digibro ways that, like, were stupid, but in, like, all of these videos feel like they have very unique things to say from somebody that is very deep into games. Which is always interesting, because I see so many videos where it's just, like, thing good, or did you know this thing, and then an excuse to, like, talk about the game for 15 minutes regardless of that one thing that hooked you in with, like, the thumbnail or something. Or it's just, like, maybe it's just an informational video, or it's, I don't know. But these videos clearly have, like, a clever idea underneath them that I think is also admirable. There's something more specific about that is like sort of the old Digibro sort of aesthetic. Though it's like, did I just inhale a bug? What was that? Was it a fingernail? I got it out when I coughed. That was crazy. Anyway, because when you think of the Digibro aesthetic, you're probably thinking of like the girl. I nearly said the guy. Probably thinking of a lot of Digibro After Dark content when you think about that. But I meant more like the formal scripted style stuff. I don't know. It's very hard to explain, and I haven't watched one of these videos in like a week or something, so it's draining on me, and I haven't watched an old Digi video in so long. Maybe we should watch old Digi videos on stream to force Elite RE to do it, since he refuses on his stream. You know, that Elite RE is an embarrassment. We hate him. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say about Jacob Geller right now. There's a bug on my screen. Was this thing just in my throat? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, I'll probably watch more of these. There's a lot of... Art for No One seems interesting, but like, how is this video 55 minutes? Games that won't leave the dark? Now that might be the next one. Analyzing every torture scene in Call of Duty, all 46 of them. I don't know, this is probably going to be another lefty video about how torture is wrong or something. Nothing ever stops existing. It's another one where it's like vague enough that it's like interesting, but it's also like too vague that I don't want to click on it right now. I want to tell you about my favorite fight scene. Maybe we should send this one to Elite RE to make him watch a Jacob Geller video. But Cyclet would probably be very mad that he hasn't watched The Great Fear of Depths, which I also have not watched. The Fear of Big Things Underwater, oh my god, so relatable. Maybe I should watch that one. The Conceptual Failure of Orbital Lasers, what does that mean? Why God of War challenged fate, then did it again. No, that's crazy. But yes, Jacob Geller is also kind of the face of video essays in a sense right now. I feel like he's like the only top tier video essayist that makes content constantly. Like, if you think of like ContraPoints or H-Bomber Guy or somebody else, that their videos are more like, oh, this is like a fucking event. Like, they put out a video, it's going to be the best video of the year. This is crazy. They put out one a year. ContraPoints used to not be like that. H-Bomber Guy has been like that for a long time. Like, even Lindsay Ellis, to a degree, is like that, but she doesn't really... Is she back to uploading on YouTube? I don't even remember. And I don't like Lindsay Ellis as much as the other two. Like, I'm trying to think of who else is even in that, like, category of... That prestigious category, I guess. Because there's guys like Craftstorfer who like... Nerdwriter is kind of like that, but because his videos are so short, I feel like it's different, though he is in that tier, I guess. Steve'em and like Shabes and stuff are absolutely making videos of that quality. They just don't have like the attention to be like prestige like that, you know? They're not the faces of the video essay space. They're not even the faces of the anime video essay space. Preston Jacobs, obviously the greatest. I feel like Trixie at one point was like that for the anime space. And like, what, Gigguk? No, Gigguk makes terrible videos. Nobody thinks his videos are good. It's Mia? Question mark. Kyle Entertainment? Question mark. B-Mask is too small. Even like Broy D Chanel and Yara Zahid is too small. White Light is... He would be like an A tier, I think. I had to watch more of these videos. I think we ended up watching this on an Elite RE stream, right? And I watched a little bit of this Control video. But, you know, I got a little bored. The Gaming Brit Show, what have they been up to? We do like this channel a lot. The Rayman Trilogy Analysis. Oh my god, I just watched a video about that. I gotta watch more of these goddamn videos. Let Me Know is definitely another top tier one, S tier one. It's also a 1 video a year channel though. Oh my god, is Swag Kage still making those fucking Yu-Gi-Oh videos, or has he given up forever? 2 years ago. This video feels like it came out like 5 years ago. The Caniper Effect, he's retired. Video Game Donkey is kind of in the Nerdwriter space. Though it seems like Miller says that he might shit on the new Naughty Dog game in this the future of AAA thing. I'm not certain. Maybe we should react to this if we run out of things to do, though we've always got things to do. Broy D Chanel, obviously the #1 bread tuber. Innuendo Studios is kind of a... Matthew Matosis isn't that big, but he would definitely be in that S tier. I guess Joseph Anderson is kind of in that S tier too. Super Eye Patch Wolf. Super Eye Patch Wolf is like the ultimate mix of those like top tier prestige YouTubers and Gigguk. He's like 50% of each. Why did he make a video about Jake Paul? Is this going to be good, or is this another wrestling video where he's going to say Jake Paul is just such a great heel, brother? Remember this Soul Idiot? Ruined Attack on Titan community, then left and never came back? Can you believe him? The PCP? Does this channel still exist? I'm supposed to be working right now. What's the most popular video on this channel? It's probably a lecture, huh? The Animorphs lecture, of course, a great one. The Dick Masterson lecture, of course, a great one. No, this one actually isn't that good. The Guilty Gear one is great. The Ghibli cast. Oh my god, they got 100,000 views on this. I feel like when Elite RE was talking to me about podcasts like ours that blew up, and I was like, oh, you know, one I always used to think about was the Ghibli cast, but they only got like 5,000 views on each video. Turns out I'm a fucking liar. They got 160 something. And there's nothing special about this. It's just, this is probably at the peak of Digi's popularity though. And it's like, oh, Ghibli cast? It's easily understandable. And they're starting with the first one, and it's about a popular movie, No Script, The Valley of the Wind. Oh, and it's got a clip at the beginning.
Ready to the first episode of the Ghibli cast. I'm your host, DigiBro, and today joining me is the Devu.
Hello.
Not Devu.
Hey, it's me, Hypocrite, a
Not
resident
Hypocrite.
from your mother's bedroom.
And Munchie J. Trump.
Another fucking
Not
podcast.
Munchie.
No, guys,
He's going to say a slur and get us banned.
I already have one anime podcast. This is too much. I don't even want to be here. I don't want to be here.
Well, this is primarily going to be a podcast that I and probably Devu will be on every episode because he expressed interest.
I thought Nate was on all of these. He must only be on the next few.
But we're gonna have
like
just whoever wants to be on can be on. We're watching all of the Ghibli movies in order of release, and right away I have to address the fact before anybody fucking comments.
Yeah, but actually, Nazca is not actually a Ghibli movie. People think it was, but it came out before the founding of Ghibli Studios.
Eat an egg, you fucking retard.
I mean, it's the most convenient way.
We don't like that word around here. What is this Griffith thumbnail? Griffith knew Guts would kill Adonis. What a retarded point to make a video about, but I'm interested. Griffith's evil, bro. He knew Adonis was gonna die. True. But Guts killed him. Anyway. If Ghibli went back and made an anime series based on the complete Nazca manga, I bet they would make bank. True, I bet. Oh my god, you have no idea how much this appeals to me. My favorite podcast members talking about my favorite films. This is amazing. They were all just so excited. And somehow they got nearly as many views on the third one, because Grave of the Firefly is the third one. Oh my god, this is actually an interesting thing, Elite if you ever wanted to steal this. No, I think other people stole this. There's no way this is the first time Elite would hear about this. Where they do a little chime whenever an image appears on screen. I feel like Mr. R probably did this in his edits sometimes. The part of the story where the farmer tells the boy to suck up his pride and go back, and he refuses is meant to represent how Japan should have surrendered to America. Oh my goodness, that's supposed to represent something? That's crazy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another Ghibli cast. This is the first one we're going to be
recently moved to Missouri from
first one where what?
Miyazaki Ghibli film. Did you even know such a thing existed?
Oh, true. Miyazaki didn't work on this movie.
It's fucking...
This movie is Grave of the Fireflies, directed by Isao Takahata, the co-founder.
Nate's not on this one either. Who's gonna be the funny guy? I feel like I've seen the Shane D guy's videos before. Boss Scone did nothing wrong. It is crazy. This is like a Berserk channel. These are like the Berserk channels I talk about, where I'm like, these idiots like make channels about Berserk and run out of ideas and just start describing stuff that happened in the series. If I was a Berserk channel, I would never run out of ideas. Berserk motivation and struggle, true. Berserk is a motivational piece. The tone of this video.
When Griffith asks Guts to assassinate Count Julius, many readers saw this as a calculated move, an equalization, a retaliation against someone who tried to take Griffith's life. But what if I were to tell you that there's more to this assassination ploy than meets the eye? When I started to look closer at this assassination, I believe that it unveiled the unmatched prowess of Griffith's manipulation. I started to wonder whether the death of Julius' son Adonis was truly an accident, or was it a part of Griffith's calculated plan. It's my belief that Griffith intentionally set Guts up, knowing that the mission would lead not
Even if it wasn't part of his plan, he sure was happy about
only
it.
to Julius' death, but also to the tragic demise of his son, Adonis. In this video, we'll explore how Griffith's meticulous strategy may have made Adonis a necessary casualty for the pursuit of his dream.
True.
Now, before we dive deeper into Griffith's possible motivations for orchestrating Adonis' death, I think it's important to state on the throne his connectionality and strength. Adonis' status as the Count's only son made him the centerpiece of Julius' legacy. This legacy, unfortunately, placed him directly in the crosshair, symbol of resistance against Griffith's rise to power. Griffith's ultimate goal was clear: to marry Princess Charlotte and ascend to the throne. To achieve this race, but I believe that's precisely why Griffith didn't choose him. Now consider the context.
Oh yeah, why didn't he choose Judo to do the assassination?
Guts is a warrior.
Because Guts is the main character, you fucking idiot.
Not a scalpel. While he is incredibly skilled, he lacks the precision required for a quiet assassination, and Griffith knew this. Griffith knew that sending Guts in would result in a far bloodier outcome, one that could involve unintended victimization to serve his own goals.
This is like trying to put a definitive twist on something in Berserk. I've never heard of a bit of thing. I don't really want to watch this. Oh, let's listen to Quentin Tarantino yap about The Godfather. And he's going to say something fucking wacky, chat. Because, you know, Quentin Tarantino, he's the autist of our time. He's crazy. He's like a YouTube video essayist 30 years before there was such a thing. And then he just became the world's most popular director. It's crazy. Hey, I'm trying to play a video here. Don't fucking reset like I've left this page open 3 days and haven't touched it. Oh no, let's go! Clips. We love clips. Look what they did to my boy.
Well, I think...
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
I think it goes even deeper than that, because the thing is, Coppola makes the family so vital that you're actually able to look at The Godfather on one level as a movie about a family business. It could be about the family dry cleaners. They were in the olive oil business. But it could be, they could be fighting all about the barbecue joint that the family has open, and this brother knows knows the barbecue sauce, and this brother knows how to cook the meat.
Sure.
And they don't fucking like each other. But they fucking need each other. And if all the people in this room who sell frozen yogurt were to die, I'd be the only one standing.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like, I mean, people have done sequels before, but it was like Godfather 2.
Oh my god, this is about The Godfather Part 2. Elite, cover your ears for 60 seconds.
Really kind of put forth the idea out there that you could actually do a sequel that could possibly be even, you know, as good as the first one, and even like work as a companion piece. There had never been a Part 2 before. Oh no, exactly. It was like when most people now, I mean, they were so successful in that way that when most people now, they say, yeah, I remember the scene in The Godfather, and you don't know if they're describing Godfather 1 or Godfather 2. They just kind of bring it. Well, the other punch of the 1-2 punch that changed everything was when there was the whole happy endings thing, which kind of brought an end to that nihilistic period, which is a very sad thing. For a little while there, you could kind of do whatever you want.
But frankly, to me, he was one of the most interesting things about Godfather 3 was the idea of George Hamilton being Michael's lawyer. I think there's only one trilogy that completely and utterly works to the nth degree, and that's Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More and The Good, and the Bad, and the Ugly.
That's a trilogy?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't tell me much, and he wasn't even that wacky in it. I feel betrayed by that video. Wait, hold on, the comments could be gold. Hold on, we're reloading. Oh my god, he's going to talk about Apocalypse Now? Oh no, we're just watching Quentin Tarantino clips now. One thing that is rarely commented on is that the first two Godfathers were by themselves a trilogy. Well, isn't that crazy? Godfather 2 contained both the prequel and the sequel to Godfather 1. True, The Last of Us Part 2 is also The Last of Us Part 3. This is crazy. One of the greatest and most influential films in the history of the true. Naked Gun trilogy works, and I don't care who thinks otherwise, my goodness. Quentin Tarantino is the type of YouTube video essayist to make statements like there's only one movie trilogy that works, and it's this one you've never heard of. The thing I love about Tarantino is that every time I hear him talk, no matter what movie or piece of art he's talking about, you can just tell he loves film, just like Tatsumi Fujimoto loves film. There's so much enthusiasm and appreciation for the art form, and you know he's doing what he was meant to do. I hope everybody here reading this finds their true passion. When am I going to find my passion, huh? Anyway, how do you make a Ghibli podcast and only cover like 5 movies? Because how do you make a video on every Evangelion episode but only make 3 videos? Because people get lazy and you don't want to coordinate it anymore. The Godfather is the movie equivalent of pitching a perfect game in baseball. Is that true? 3-color trilogy, perfect to me. True, we've all got to fixate on Quentin Tarantino said one thing you might slightly disagree with in this thingy, so you gotta make sure your opinion is known.
Okay, Apocalypse Now, which was, to me, Rocky was my personal favorite movie, but Apocalypse Now was the movie of the year, as far as I was concerned. And I took the bus to Hollywood to see it at the Cinerama Dome and got the program that they gave out. And I still have the Life magazine where they have Brando on the cover. Oh, wow. I was into everything about Apocalypse Now. I've been reading about it for years. Couldn't wait to see it. That's one that I imagine being one of the guys on the boat. That would have been amazing.
There's this really great story about Francis Ford Coppola doing all the whole Robert Duvall sequences in Apocalypse Now. And, you know,
it's tales about behind-the-scenes stuff. They made a documentary on the behind-the-scenes of this movie.
The helicopters to the Filipino airport, and he's paying for everything himself, and this just all the incredible pressures of trying to do this. It's almost unimaginable. But him and Victoria Storaro come up with realized, much to his horrible chagrin, because he needs to get footage shot, much to his horrible chagrin, that if the helicopters aren't in the background, it just doesn't work. It's just dead. You can't have just the helicopters a little bit. After you've established the helicopters have to be flying in the air behind every single solitary shot. Okay, no, I didn't quite have as much of a problem as Francis Ford Coppola did, but I did tell the people, I go, look, if there's any shot in Spawn Ranch, I need to have a dog in the background. I mean, there can never be a shot that I don't see a dog doing something, because that was kind of what it was like. They had a lot of dogs there, you know, and
what movies he's talking about with dogs in it? Django, I guess?
And that means the place is alive. Yeah. That means it's living. That means it's crawling. That means it's got fleas. You know, and that means it's scrounging. And it's just there's movement. There's always movement going on. The place is alive, and there's always some living thing running from one pile of trash to another in the background. Just keep it going.
It is true. There's helicopters in the background a lot. Now that's another Quentin Tarantinoism to focus on the helicopters. Crazy. Do we want to do this wish list thing? You know, are we just going and axing a bunch of videos of movies I don't know anything about? What is Pony Boy? This is one of those sex worker ones, huh? Unfolding over the course of Valentine's Day in New Jersey, a young intersex worker must run from the mob after a drug deal goes sideways, forcing him to confront his past. It's not even streaming. This is a to-come movie, I guess. So I guess we'll remove it for now. There's only the movies I'm going to be watching soon. What is Targets? What's up, Doc? That's what Bugs Bunny says. Assassination Nation, I know what that is. I'll take that off. I don't really care about that at the moment. Flesh and Blood, this is supposed to be a Berserk inspiration, so I don't really want to watch Love Lies Bleeding. I saw footage of it in that top 10 list, and I was like, ew. Yucky. This was like an animated movie that looks like Arcane and Spider-Verse. So I was like, what? Wait, it's called Intergalactic? That's Intergalactic? That's funny. All right, just for that, it's staying. We got to watch that out. Love Lies Bleeding can go. Assassination Nation can go. What's Up, Dog? Oh, this is by that dude from The Sopranos. I guess I want to watch one of his movies. Oh, this is also one of them. Hold on, we got to choose one and get rid of the other. Targets. An aging horror movie icon's fate intersects, not intersex like that last movie, with that of seemingly ordinary young men on a psychotic shooting spree around Los Angeles. Well, that's vaguely interesting, I guess. The accidental mix-up of 4 Identical plaid overnight bags leads to a series of increasingly wacky situations. And it's called What's Up, Doc? And that boob girl from Twitter gave it 5 stars. And it's got a 4.1. What's this one got? A 4.0. I know they both vaguely sound interesting. I don't want to get rid of either of them now. Then we've got all these anime movies. Oh, maybe I don't want to do this on stream. Maybe I should just make a new list. Like this list over here. And put all the things on it. I was also looking on Netflix today because after I watched that... Oh no, I think it was just on Letterboxd. Because I watched Star Wars, obviously, on shitty... on shitty Disney Plus. Not Netflix. And I saw that Rebel Moon thing or whatever, Zack Snyder, when he was making Star Wars without calling it Star Wars. I wonder if me and Alita are going to do that later. Because that seems like funny as a concept. I want to see what that was, I guess. We certainly are in the sci-fi era here on the secondary ENT adjacent channels, huh? But then there's also, like, if we're just doing films right now, there's, like, Angel's Egg, which I said I would do. It's only short, and why shouldn't I? I don't think there's an apostrophe in Angel's Egg. But I also want to do Ghost in the Shell 2. Hey, go down when I'm trying to click down, you fucking piece of shit. Goddamn shitty machine. How about I kill you? Machine? That'd cost me some money. What was I looking for? Ghost in the Shell 2. I need the exact title because I'm OCD like that on God. Hey, I'm trying to search here. This one. Right, Heath? This is the next one, I think. And I don't want to watch that TV show yet. Maybe I'll watch it after this movie. Because this movie seemed interesting. Yeah, because it's about Bao, or whatever. Baoto, or whatever his fucking name is. Now, we want to go back over to the Excel spreadsheet, and we want to paste it in. Oh, we forgot to double-click it before we pasted it in, so it adapts the styles of it. And then we've got Love and Pop and Ritual and Shin Godzilla. I could make a secondary ENT movie night about those 3 movies. You know, they're all Anno movies. We'll leave Shin Kamen Rider for later. Then we've got... What else is burgeoning on the agenda on the movie front? What's speaking to me right now? I was going to do 2001, but I guess my appetite for that has died down a little bit. Oh, there are a bunch of old, like, these anime movies, like Ninja Scroll, Akira, even Pat Labor, but that's like an OVA, not even a movie, right? There's a bunch of these movies. Silence is always like, oh, I could watch it, and then I see that it's like nearly 3 hours, and I'm like, I'll do it later. Like, even Barbie isn't standing out to me right now. Not even these Al Pacino ones. This Devilman live action. We've got to do that someday. Come on now. It has like a 1. It's got to be Dragon Ball Abridged terrible. Dragon Ball Evolution terrible. Oh, this is the one Heath watched the other day. Aryan or whatever. A bunch of Korean movies here. What are like some other real famous anime movies that I've got to watch? Old ones. I'm not asking for fucking Your Name over here. Akira is certainly one of them. I should probably watch Royal Space Force at some point. I should also finish this fucking 1001 Nights trilogy thingy. I don't think there's any other anime movies this far down. Well, we got Ninja Scroll. Pat Labor. And Akira. Like, the rest of them are like Ghibli movies and shit, right? I guess The Girl Who Leapt Through Time is another one. It's really just Akira and Ninja Scroll, I guess, that are really on the agenda soon. They're both short. 2 hours. Ninja Scroller's like 80 minutes. 90 minutes. That one's okay. I don't know. Movies, schmovies, doobies. You know what I'm always saying? Yay, Love and Pop. Yes, Love and Pop is definitely on the agenda. We gotta get through this Anno stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my god, it was Kind of Funny's 10th anniversary today. I think they might still be live or something, or maybe they were live when I came to the car with that wrestling script.
We can't believe it's been 10
They made a
years
bunch of announcements today.
Celebrate.
You know, oh, I think they must have just ended their stream. I think they were doing their Game of the Year stuff on today's 24-hour stream. Oh, look at this. Doesn't even add up for 24 hours. What are we getting scammed out here? That's crazy. Hey, I'm talking here. Stupid fucking battery. But is that most things? We're going to do Crash Team Racing we've talked about. This reflecting thing I'm leaving on here just so I don't forget about it. The consumption list is there. Jacob Geller we talked about. Extra Emily for Streamer of the Year. True, I saw some great Extra Emily clips. I don't really want to talk about that right now, though. Should we watch this donkey video to end the stream? What else? Should we guess the anime opening? That was fun a few days ago, huh? Anything else to go over? Oh no, we are getting all the Quentin Tarantino stuff now. Everybody, call them off, call them off. My 20 favorite movies from 1992 to 2009. Now that's crazy. Tarantino on There Will Be Blood. That's a movie I've heard of. This broke me. Oh, we're glitching out. How could Walter White leave the book in the bathroom? Breaking Bad. Now that's crazy. Is that some sort of coincidental plot twist? That's no good. No one cares about better graphics. Is this just a Northern Line clip? Unbelievable. That they would make you think it was a video essay. Maybe we should just watch this donkey video. What do you think, chat? What do you think? You know, maybe yes, you know. You have you watched Vampire Hunter D? Those movies are famous. That is a good point. That is one you hear about. Now, there's always something weird about Vampire Hunter D, right? Because that's like part of a series. I feel like I get this in Ninja Scroll like confused constantly. This looks older than I thought. In the far future, I thought it was going to be some medieval shit. In a time ruled by the supernatural, a young girl requests the help of a vampire hunter to kill the vampire who has bitten her and thus prevented her from becoming and thus prevent her from becoming a vampire herself. Yes, that is a good. And I do like 3s better than 2s, Heath, so you maybe just help me out there. But this guy is the blueprint for every super powered angsty emo character ever made. Spoiler alert. How many Vampire Hunter movies are there? No, I only want live action one. I've definitely heard of Bloodlust, which I assume is the sequel. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, that's very funny. Vampire Hunter D Resurrection, is this like an upcoming movie or something? Upcoming CG animated series? Oh my god, it's a series. Fist of the North Star, Vampire Hunter D. And all old Fist of the North Star stuff, that's crazy. Oh, this one's got a much better rating. Vampire Play Unbelievers by Vampire Weekend. Is that like the Weekend joke? The only good thing Catholicism has ever done is inspire Japanese animators. It's crazy. So is there only 2 of them? The Animatrix. Oh, and this guy did Ninja Scroll and then did the sequel. This is crazy. Interesting. But that is a good suggestion for our theme here. You know it's a light novel that's been ongoing since the 80s, but there's only 2 movies. True, they got all the good stuff in, right? Fucking light novels, goddamn everywhere. A bunch of bullshit, making me conflicted. Anyway, let's see what fucking Dunn got to say about the future of AAA games. Let me see. You know, they're just firing people. That's bad. And the graphics just keep getting better. And we really don't care about that, guys. Obviously, the consumers do. And, You know, the wait times are too long between games. Remember on the PS1 when new games came out like 9 months after each other in the same series? Am I hitting them on the nail on the head, or is this a funny video?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to talk about Video Game Donkeys, videos about video games universe, phase 18.
Oh my god, this is a Marvel joke. Remember, we hate Marvel.
Today I'm breaking down my entire plan for next year's videos. I want to be completely transparent with you guys next year. No surprises, I want no twists, no curveballs, no saying this is Black Myth Wukong and then playing the far superior Black Ops 6. Little Donkey Bro Army, I have seen the future of AAA gaming, and it is mostly games where you hit people with a sword, and Nintendo Switch 2.
I got huge leaks and huge news on Nintendo Switch 2.
Trust me,
bro. It is funny how Donkey just never backs away from just showing like bad YouTubers that annoy him in the videos. Like he did this at the beginning of one of his Last of Us 2 videos where he just like did a compilation of people saying, it doesn't matter that the game's not out yet. The fact that Joel is dead ruins it. Like, I don't know. I would always be scared of this. Like, I'm scared from two fronts. So, like, drama could be annoying, but also, like, I don't want to call these people out. And also, what if I'm wrong? But Video Game Donkey just doesn't care. Donkey's voice has changed. Well, I think he was doing a funny voice at the beginning, but I haven't noticed anything.
In late 2022.
Oh, unless we're doing a joke about how this guy... Maybe that's a joke.
Early 2023.
Ask and you shall receive. Nobody...
that was an outdated video. That was funny.
Asked me to play Soul Edge for PS1, but that is what you will receive anyway as the first video in January, because I like Soul Calibur. And then we're going to be wrapping things up for the big January reveal of the Switch 2.
Nintendo has already started preparing
the mass production. Guys, it's coming. It was supposed to be like October of last year. It's coming.
Next-gen Switch, which will be launched in 2021. So, yeah, just a few months, essentially.
All of this stuff that went around in December.
The same guy that's been saying that he has leaks for the last 5 years. It's funny.
Was just wrong.
I've heard from very trusted sources at Switch.
So, yeah, just a few months, essentially.
All of this stuff that went around in December was just wrong.
I've heard from very trusted sources that Switch 2 is going to be revealed in January. From big time, like the guy on Reddit said it.
There is actually a verified Reddit mod, which...
So the Nintendo Switch 2 leaks have gotten pretty insane, and...
they actually have the Y and X buttons reversed from how Nintendo has them.
Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a PlayStation 2 level.
That's funny.
Event in gaming. The second this thing gets announced, I am throwing my PS5 Pro directly out the window.
Is this Nintendo Switch 2?
Yes.
Over on Twitter, there was a tweet
that proves everything. The launch lineup for this thing is going to be pure insanity. New Elden Ring, that's a day one launch title. Witcher 4, that's a day one launch title with 4.
There was a tweet or something that went viral the other day about how the Switch is, like the leaked Switch processor, I don't even know what it's called, but how it was like shitty and from like 2018 or something, and that the Switch is going to look bad and stuff like that. And then Miller was saying like months ago that it's going to look as good as Xbox Series X or something.
There's a ton of third-party support in the pipeline.
Get ready to play modern AAA offerings on your Nintendo Switch system.
And a lot of different games from major studios are essentially just sitting and waiting to port their games to the next generation Nintendo console.
So there you have it. Bloodborne is a day one launch title for Switch 2. It's going to be 60 FPS, 5K.
And here is the logo. It's essentially Nintendo Switch with the Switch logo, but there's a 2 next to the logo.
Which confirms everything that I've been saying. Everything about Switch 2 is going to be 2 themed. Mario Odyssey 2, that's coming day one. Pikmin 4 2, that's day one. F-Zero, no, F1. But wait, there's more. Donkey Kong's Big Banana Extravaganza, an all-new 3D Donkey Kong platformer made by the Mario Odyssey team. They made 2 games and they're both coming out day one. That's been confirmed.
So I'll put both images up on screen for you guys right now.
That's the wheel from Mario Kart 9. That's day one confirmed.
There was a person on Reddit who...
When a person on Reddit said it, it's gotta be true. Either all this is right or it's gonna be like 1-2 Switch and Funky Barn. January 17th, we're playing Dynasty Warriors Origins. You play as a woman, hitting people with a sword, which is what I love so much about video games. Finally, we're going to learn the origins of Dynasty Warriors, and did you know that the first one was actually a one-on-one fighting game, just like Soul Edge? January 23rd, of course, we're going to be playing Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles Remastered. This game came from a different era in gaming where every game wasn't sword fighting. Only some of them were. Very brave of George to do this back then today. January 28th, of course, we're going to be playing Eternal Strands. This is the second Strand-type game where you are a woman hitting a tree with a sword. I love all the games that this reminds me of, so let's all play Eternal Strands on the beach with Norman Reach. February 4th, of course, we're going to be playing...
Why are we bringing the woman factor into all these sword jokes? I don't understand. Donkey's supposed to be a woke warrior.
Deliverance 2, I love
got to go, Seal Opild says with his Ymir face.
Games like Skyrim where you're hitting everybody with a sword and
Well,
dragons are flying everywhere. Dragon Age didn't have any dragons in the part I played, so February 14th, of course we gotta be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows where you are a woman hitting people with a ninja sword.
And guess
I'm
what?
really gonna
Ghost
be
of Yote, it's going to be a woman hitting things with a
focusing
sword.
on the quality of the shadows in this game.
Oh, and then the new Naughty Dog game is a woman hitting things with a sword. I see.
How they stack up to the shadows from Shadow Generations. February 18th, of course I'm gonna have to be doing a video for Avowed. Definitely getting big Skyrim, hitting people with a sword type of vibes off this one. I love sword fighting to be in every game every time. That's just like Skyrim, and it makes you wonder why they don't do a Skyrim 2, which is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on day 1 confirmed.
This isn't going to be any fun. He's not even actually shitting on the game. He's just pointing out a trend. And Miller the Killer lied to
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. In this game, you play as a Japanese gangster who becomes a pirate captain that can create clones of himself, and then he sails to Hawaii and teams up with a giant boxing monkey. It does have sword fighting, but I feel like it has too much stuff that isn't sword fighting for this game to be successful next year. February 28th, of course we're gonna have to play Monster Hunter Wilds. This is a very innovative game where you can choose to be a woman or a man and then hit monsters with a sword. I don't think they've done sword fighting in a game for a while, so it's gonna keep things pretty fresh like Skyrim.
This isn't Donkey's fault that I'm disappointed in this video. It's Miller's fault.
March, we're definitely playing South of Midnight where you play as a woman, you're hitting monsters with a sword. It's exactly the right kind of game. Then Switch 2 hit shelves. Boom, we get Witcher 4. You're a woman hitting witches with a sword, but you gotta use the golden sword for aquatic monsters, I believe. Onimusha, I love it. We're hitting with a sword. Ninjas are involved.
Motherfucker.
Guy from Onimusha 3 is involved. Ghost of Yoti looks phenomenal. We're doing ninjas for a change and hitting with a sword, kind of like Skyrim. Then I'm going to play Skyrim for the first time. I've never played it yet. I've heard great things. To me, it sounds a lot like Skyrim. Then Fable is coming out. You're the woman from Fable 3 with a sword, hitting people with it. It's what we love to see. Then we got Black Myth Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers from the Blood of a Swan. It's a woman-based game with swords like Bloodborne and Sekiro. Kind of got that ninja flavoring to it that we love to see. Phantom Blade Zero, you are a woman ninja hitting people with a sword.
Wouldn't it be funny if the Black with Wukong team did a girl as the main character of the next one? All the people that thought it was like the anti-woke game would be a little upset.
Project the Perceiver. Now this looks really interesting. You play as a woman ninja with a sword. You're hitting people with the damn thing. It's such an original premise. Where winds meet, you're a man ninja. Yeah. And you're hitting people with a sword like Onimusha. And then I'm thinking we're going to close out this year strong with Intergalactic. This is the new game from Naughty Dog, which is one of the best studios. We're talking Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted, Last of Us. I swear, every time Naughty Dog steps up to the plate, they hit a home run. But for some reason, I started getting this bad feeling when I was watching this trailer. You know, we have a woman character, okay, probably a ninja, but why are we in a spaceship talking to people like Starfield? And I started thinking, I don't know, man. Maybe gamers were right. Maybe Naughty Dog is losing that magic touch. But then she pulls out a big-ass Skyrim sword and...
It's a Crash Bandicoot music. So that was a Donkey video. I got baited. I got jebaited by Miller the Killer into being destroyed right now. This is the face of somebody that was destroyed, I would say, if I was at Elite Ari's house right now. He has a house, chat. And we were on camera. Anyway, probably, I don't know, I am supposed to record again tomorrow. I don't know. It depends if I have stuff for stream, because this is like the leftovers stream, you know, with Hassan and Ethan from H3H3. Where it was like the stuff I hadn't talked about yet, so, but I'm kind of out of that stuff now, so maybe I'll have maybe I'll go inside, I'll watch the greatest Pokemon episode of all time, we'll do 20 minutes on it, on a stream tomorrow, we'll see. Anyway, who knows what the future beholds? Doll? Bye-bye.